Hey, what is up, guys? It's Brendan here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the best tax relief companies for you if you're looking and are interested in getting tax relief. Now, of course, I know it is currently tax season, and tax relief could be on a lot of you guys' minds. If you're looking at maybe getting some relief in terms of paying less overall taxes if you do owe the IRS some money, or you're maybe looking for some additional tax guidance for when it comes to your taxes, and maybe you have some back taxes, maybe you owe some money, or maybe you're looking at hopefully avoiding getting wages garnished. That's what we're going to be diving into here in today's video, taking a look at some of the best tax relief companies and options when it comes to getting tax relief. And if you do want to check out any of the companies mentioned here in today's video, you can go and check out those links linked down below in the video description. Again, some of which are affiliate links, which can be a great way to help out and support the channel. And without ado, let's go ahead and dive into the list. Now, here we have the best of list page. This is a partnership with money.com, and I will leave a link to this page here at the top of the video description for the best tax relief companies. This page will be updated and shifted as well with some of the best companies. Depending on when you're watching this video, you go and check out that list and you'll get the most up-to-date list of the best tax relief companies. So taking a look here at the number one spot, we have Anthem Tax Services. Now, Anthem Tax Services, when it comes to just tax relief in general or IRS tax relief, these are some of the best companies to help you reduce or settle what you may owe. And they can give free online consultations to see how much you could save on back taxes. That's really the main benefit of a lot of these companies here. Now, one caveat I will say as well with a lot of the companies mentioned in this list is that a lot of them are best for people, as you can see here with Anthem Tax Services, even best for individuals with over $10,000 in tax liabilities. That's kind of the sweet spot for a lot of these companies where it actually makes sense for you to maybe use them. In some cases, if you're at less dollar amounts, it might make more sense just to contact the IRS directly. You don't necessarily need the help of an external company to sort of help you with that process. Again, it just depends on how comfortable you are with contacting the IRS, filing your taxes, or maybe going through the payment process of getting some of those back taxes alleviated. And again, a lot of these companies can help negotiate as well and help you save money potentially. So, and that is why a lot of them do have some sort of level of minimums as far as, what makes the most sense for you to even go with some of these companies. This one here with Anthem Tax Services, as you can see, they do offer assistance with federal and state owed taxes. So whether you're in a state that doesn't actually charge taxes, such as the great state of Florida or Texas or something where you're not actually paying state taxes, if you're in a different state, or maybe if you need help with federal or state, they could do that as well. And as you can see here, they have over 10 years of tax resolution experience and a by Better Business Bureau. If you take a look here at the form that you'll be greeted with on Anthem Tax Services, as you can see here, they'll let you select, how much taxes you owe, what type of taxes you owe, and the overall process that they go through. So in terms of what that looks like, you have opportunity investigation agreement, tax debt free. So essentially they're trying to help you alleviate, having any kind of tax debt. That's essentially what a lot of these companies do. They can, help you with the overall wage garnishment, things like that, penalties and interest, tax negotiations, as well as resolving the back taxes, IRS debt, or payroll tax negotiation. That's sort of the products and services that this company offers, as well as a lot of the different companies in this list as well, from Anthem Taxes. As you can see, a lot of people, if you say they owed $40,000, they may save a decent amount here. If they, owed 14K, 15K, 11K, that's sort of the sweet spot is above that 10K range, where it kind of starts to make a little bit more sense. Again, just depending on, how much you do owe. Again, that's that first company here is Anthem Tax Services. Moving on, second in the list here, we have Community Tax, and they offer customized tax solutions for $10,000 or more in outstanding taxes, and they offer free consultation with licensed tax preparers. They do also have bilingual staff available in all departments as well, and have resolved over $500 million in tax liabilities. If you take a look here at their page, they do ask you, how much you owe the IRS. So depending on what your range is, you can quickly and easily select that here on their online form to get a sign up for a free phone consultation as well. They offer IRS tax resolution, income tax preparation, stopping wage garnishment, offers, preventing, seizure of assets, things like that, tax extensions, penalties and interest. Again, this really makes a lot more sense for people who do owe a substantial amount of money, where it might actually makes sense for you to get additional help or tax relief, in your specific situation. They do also help with regular income tax preparation as well, which is a nice benefit here. They receive, of course, 100% no cost evaluation. They take a look at, and review your options as far as where you're at. As you can see here, this is sort of their overall ratings from Trustpilot and things like that. So that is Community Tax. Moving in at number 3 in this list, we have BC Tax. So they have specializations in individual and corporate tax relief over that 20K limit. So if you're not quite over that 20K limit, maybe I would recommend probably checking out the first two. If you're not above 20K. They have over 22 years in service, and they do help resolve back taxes, penalties, liens, and collections. And a lot of these companies do very similar services. In terms of what BC Tax offers, they offer the consultation, investigation solution, and they do help with corporate side of things as well. So maybe if you're looking at it from maybe a small business perspective, maybe BC Tax might make more sense for you. Or if you're also at that like higher debt range, maybe it makes more sense for you to go with them. As you can see here, higher amounts if they have, as you can see, up to 250K right there, 83K. So if you're that higher range, maybe it might make more sense to go with this company over some of the other options in this list. Moving on next at the number 4 spot, we have Larson Tax Relief. They also are kind of similar to BC Tax at that 20K minimum. That's where they specialize in for individual as well as corporate, over 18 years of tax resolution services. And they do offer federally licensed enrolled agents to lead the casework, to provide the specialized tax experts on the IRS and state tax relief. We take a look here at Larson Tax Relief. You can select the amount that you owe and who do you owe as well, whether it be IRS, state, IRS, and state. If you're under 20K, between 20 and 50, or over 50. And as you can see here, they do help on the personal taxes side as well as the business side of taxes as well. So maybe if you just need help with audits or things like that, maybe some asset protections, just general good business tax or corporate tax situations, then maybe go with Larson Tax Relief. They do also help on the personal side of things besides just the business side of things. They also help with federal income tax, state income taxes, as well as, audits. So if you do have an audit, they can also help in that situation as well. And really the main point here of these types of companies is really to help with if you're owing a certain amount of money, and you maybe have some back taxes, but it can also help just generally speaking for regular tax situations if you might need some legal help with that as well. These companies can offer that as well, especially with the Larson Tax Relief. Moving on next in this list, we also have Optima Tax Relief. And this one is at that 10K range, which is nice. And they do offer a free consultation with a tax resolution professional. Taking a look here at their website, you can easily select, the amount of debt that you have and what that looks like. And then you can get a free consultation here. So they take a look at, where you're at in terms of where they protect is the tax levies and liens, wage garnishments, asset seizures, reducing the IRS tax debt, payroll tax negotiations, tax preparation, IRS audit defense, and resolving back taxes. Now, again, taking a look here, if you need certain investigations, they do look at things as well with Optima Tax Relief. They are a popular company when it comes to solving the IRS tax problems, as you can see here. And moving on, last but not least in this list, we have Alleviate Tax, which is another company that does go over that 10K minimum. And they do receive guidance from specialized attorneys and CPAs, nearly 20 years of tax relief experience. As you can see here, this is what it looks like. Maybe if you have some unfiled taxes, if you owe more than you expected, or maybe some penalties and interest, maybe some 1099 taxes, this is a good option if you're looking at having some tax debt. Again, it really does make the most sense if you are at a certain minimum, because otherwise it might be easier just to contact IRS directly or work out a payment plan with them directly. But if you do have a more substantial amount, or maybe if you do want some help on some of these other issues that you may have, like I listed out throughout a lot of these different companies in terms of where they can help you, then maybe it might make sense as well to use some of these companies. At least get a consultation at the very minimum, to kind of see like, hey, where you're at. Maybe it makes sense to use them, maybe it doesn't. A lot of these companies can kind of identify like what actually might make sense for you in your specific situation. That's why they all have, the consultation forms, to allow you to get a better idea with an agent and to directly, take a look at your actual specific situation. So again, that is Alleviate Tax, another popular company here, for some of the best tax relief companies. So guys, again, if you're looking at how this ranking is broken down here, if you do want to check out this page, it is linked at the first link in the video description for the best tax relief companies. Again, this will be up to date depending on when you're watching this video. You go ahead and check out the list, link below, and it will be the most up-to-date list on some of the best tax services and tax relief companies. If you do have you need some IRS tax relief. Again, it is tax time, so maybe you have some situation, maybe it's worth taking a look at some of these companies and maybe get a quote or a consultation, a free consultation at the very least, to see what might be good for your specific situation. Again, these are some of the best companies. Again, you can check out those links linked down below in the video description. If you guys found this video helpful or enjoyed it, then be sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Anyway guys, that's all for today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.